Urban wars.
This is not a battlefield, it's an urban graveyard. On the last day of 1994, the Russian army advanced into Grozny as if on parade. It would become Russia's worst tactical defeat since 1941. The Chechens didn't defend Grozny, they turned it into a three-dimensional trap. In 2 hours, an armored division ceased to exist. The station square became a steel crematorium. The Russians forgot the most basic lesson of urban warfare. In an urban environment, infantry dominates, and they had sent armor without adequate infantry support. This was the basic Chechen unit: small, mobile, lethal. They didn't defend positions. They attacked, disappeared, reappeared. While Russians fought on the surface, Chechens moved underground, a city beneath the city. This war wasn't just about bullets. It was about nerves. Every sound, every shadow, could be death. A single sniper could stop an entire company. Fear was his most powerful weapon. The Chechens weren't fighting for the city. They were using the city to fight. The difference was fundamental. After the New Year's disaster, the Russians abandoned delicacy. Grozny would learn the meaning of total war. The Russians decided, if they couldn't take Grozny block by block, they would demolish it block by block. This was the Russian response to tunnels, weapons that turned confined spaces into death chambers. This was the new formula: first demolish, then occupy. Human cost was secondary. Even when doctrine changed, Grozny didn't surrender. Every building, every floor, every room demanded blood. After 3 months, the Russians had Grozny. What remained was a desert of concrete, ashes, and corpses. Grozny redefined collateral damage. In this battle, civilians weren't collateral damage. They were targets. It wasn't a battle for a city. It was the annihilation of a city. The Russian victory was so pyrrhic it questioned the very concept of victory. What do you gain when you completely destroy what you want to conquer? Grozny became the unwritten urban warfare manual. All military powers studied its lessons. Some learned. Others would have to relearn even more bloodily. The city rose from ashes, but scars remain visible. And the lessons, those are still being ignored. When US Marines entered Fallujah, they carried Grozny's lessons in their manuals. The question was, did they learn the right lesson? Aleppo was Grozny on steroids. Same tactic, more advanced technology, and fewer restrictions. 28 years later, the Russians returned to the Grozny playbook. But this time, they started on the right page. Grozny proved a brutal equation: total urban warfare equals total destruction. No middle ground, no clean victory. The only question is who's willing to pay the price. Grozny wasn't a unique event. It was a prototype, the model of how great powers fight urban wars in the 21st century, with indiscriminate fire, acceptance of massive civilian casualties, and determination to completely destroy in order to liberate. Grozny, 1995, where modern urban warfare was born, and where humanity failed to learn its most basic lessons.
Did you like the story? Subscribe to the channel and give it a like. See you soon.